lot of things happen there, and it's an experience that defines you.
This is who you are. You are someone who goes against the grain, goes the extra mile, gets things done.
There's nothing impossible. Don't tell me I have limitations of where I come from, where I live, whatever it is.
I come from a closed community. Once I accepted that it's totally normal for me to get out there, to travel alone, and to put myself out there with people completely different than me, it was a changing perspective.
We just embarked on a crazy adventure.
I was so excited for Ecuador because it's different. It's a different part of the world.
When I was having my kind of traumatic experience at the beginning of the year, that was the first thing I did, was look on Life Happens Outdoors website, and Ecuador, it just ticked so many boxes for me. It was across the other side of the world. It was going to be with people that I've never met before, and it was a huge, huge challenge.
I genuinely do not think that any of the people who were on this expedition were on this expedition for any other reason than they needed to be there to deal with something, to go through something.
Before I attempted to sign up for this trip, I've had a hectic 2 years with COVID hitting, with my Pilates studio closing down, with me getting a corporate job, and it affected me physically.
When I saw the itinerary and I saw that there are 4 mountains that we're going to do in 7 or 8 days, I felt that it's a challenge that I can do, and I felt that it was easy. It was something that I can just go, finish, come back, get married, move on with life.
Corazon for me is a preparation mountain. You cannot go it's like going to exam without study, you know. So you cannot summit Chimborazo, you cannot summit Cotopaxi before doing your studies, right? So that's what Corazon is for me.
So they tell us you're gonna climb mountains and peaks, volcanoes, but no one talks about the mud. We're stuck here for a good amount now.
Corazon to me was mainly about the mud and the connection with people, taking pictures and making jokes and being silly around that, and it just created the right vibe. It was more about being out there, stretching those legs, acclimatizing, that sort of thing.
Tomorrow's another day. It's supposed to be an acclimatization hike, and I started strong, and then in the middle of it, I'm tired. I couldn't walk, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't eat.
This was not easy. This was not easy. I mean, I don't know what happened, but several types of terrain. We reached 4,600 approximately. Rocky. Had all symptoms of high altitude. I was so slow. I felt bad.
I was so angry at myself, and I'm like, what's happening with me? Of course, it made me feel bad seeing others who I was training them for Ecuador. I'm the one who led the training, to see them performing better than me. Of course, it hits hard.
I walked in the mud very well. At least I didn't slip. That was good. And I think the breathing was awesome, honestly. I think the breathing was awesome.
That is like the road to flipping nowhere. Just keeps going on and on. I was walking with a guy.
I had really a good, fulfilling day that day.
Ah, it's a video.
Ilinisa is a very challenging mountain. We normally, when we summit the Ilinisa, we do it in 2 days, but you know, life happens outdoors, so we want to summit it in 1 day.
That day I was like, we're summiting, we are reaching the summit.
It was definitely a little bit more challenging than the day before, a little bit more steep. In certain areas there was scrambling, and it wasn't exactly the easy hike.
We got this.
Start to come, follow me, please.
Eule. Eule.
200.
Oh, God.
I was so strong. That's how I felt. It was like, okay, we're on high altitude, but not too high. It's challenging, but not too challenging. It was like a trip, a picnic.
The mountain becomes a personification of the struggles that we are going through, no matter how different they are in their daily lives. And it's just this sense of community, brotherhood and sisterhood that just binds us together.
So it's really weird. You either come on these kind of adventures and you either bond or you don't bond, you know, and I'm very lucky. All the adventures I've been on, I've bonded. But these are incredible human beings that I've met. You know, we've cried, we've laughed, climbed mountains together.
Do it with a bit more intention. Come on.
It's very true that there's not a lot of people who wear hijab doing what I do. People who see me for the first time, they're like, is it okay to hug? Can I say hi? Like, they do not know what an absolute crazy person I am. And that can be lonely sometimes. I arrived, I met a bunch of strangers who became like really good friends, really good comrades, equally crazy, equally out of their minds.
Hi, Dan.
Hello! Eileen!
Hi, Nada. Hello. How do you feel?
I feel amazing!
Oh, look at that! Wow, that's Cotopaxi.
Actually, after yesterday.
I was, of course, challenging myself because the first 2 hikes I didn't do well. So this is my time to kind of make things right. I was actually feeling worried what might happen. But then I said to myself, Anthony, this is your element. Tents, crampons, ice axe. So yalla, let's play.
Hey! Excited!
It's too late for gloves.
Are you ready? We're so ready. We're going to the refuge now for Cotopaxi base camp. We're gonna go for our summit bid tonight. The weather is not looking too amazing, but it's not so bad. So we're gonna make it, inshallah.
Cotopaxi. I started very strong, and I have put myself in that mental state that I'm here. It's gonna be a long night. You're gonna have to take one step at a time. You're gonna have to do it and keep pushing, and you will summit.
Careful, careful.
But no matter what, you tell yourself, it's a long night, it becomes longer. It's never as long as you think it is. And then the breaking down started to happen, and I was seriously thinking of turning back at many points.
What is it? What is it?
Nothing, it just got emotional.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You're amazing, honey.
You're doing awesome. No, it's not that. She's just proud of herself, that's all.
I doubted myself a lot. I think like at that point I felt unbroken to a level where I have to take it all out. Like even things that are not related to the hike. I mean, I've been piling up things for a very long time, and I felt like this is just the perfect scenario to just let it out. I just remembered, even like you brought the memory back, that everyone stopped when I broke down. Everyone literally stopped, and I think they all cried as well. It really made me feel strong. It really made me get a boost, and I didn't want to fail them. I felt like they have felt my strength. They have felt that I'm capable of doing this, and they didn't want to fail me.
Let's go.
Yalla, yalla,
Habibi. Did my mascara go smart? The people, I mean, like, wow. I feel so proud, so blessed, so strong. It's awesome.
Always that night before the attempt to the summit is always like a little bit of calm, quiet. You get into your head, you start imagining, you try to give yourself that positivity that it's gonna be fine and all.
I'm a type 1 diabetic, and so I thought I'd got it all under control, my diabetes and what have you, and that mountain kind of just took it out of me. I was high the whole time, so I don't really remember much of it. But Cotopaxi was, it's a proper mountain.
You okay? No, I'm having a hyper. I need sugar. It's like one time you find the rhythm and you breathe well, then another time you lose it, and then you have to reset again.
What do you
Nice
think?
view from here to the left side. You see the summit?
Yeah, it's beautiful. We saw it already. It was clear a moment ago.
Yeah.
Hanin, how are you? Yeah. Yeah.
I was trying to focus on my breath, just to keep taking the breath in and breath out. I just wanted to take my time, take it in, the sunrise, and I could see as well the summit, which I thought it was a summit, but actually it wasn't. It was a fake summit.
Yes! Yes!
It felt like it's never ending. At these moments, you start, not hallucinating, but you start questioning whether this is real, where are we, what are we doing? It was a bit scary, honestly.
Hey! Hey! Is that what you think? You believe that? Do you want to go or not? Okay. 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 Jill!
Very tired. It took everything, but it's worth it. It took everything.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're about, well, you need to break in order to be reborn. So, let's break you apart and let's put you back together again. How about that? Better. Yes. Millie 2.0. We're just at the crater rim. Anthony and Neda, they're just about to arrive. The rest of the guys, they're just here. We are extremely lucky with the weather. It's a beautiful day to be in the mountains.
We were walking very slow, very, very slow. I remember every breath on the way.
You last push, please.
Excellent!
You got it, you got it!
100%!
I am pushing and I still feel strong and good. I can't believe I'm doing this.
We made it! Oh my god, it gives you like goosebumps.
I was flying, man. I really felt like I've got this. And I haven't felt like this many times in my life.
The views were amazing. It was insane.
I feel awful. I feel bad. Cotopaxi!
I felt that all the things I've done before had led me to that moment. It was just magnificent. It is such a magnificent place to be.
And then Millie came. And it was, oh, we all summited, we reached.
They're waiting for you, they're waiting for you. Go.
I did it. For me, it was just that was kind of the pinnacle of a life-changing. It was just like, I think I was just carrying so much on my shoulders. To summit that, and for personal reasons, but also from a diabetic point of view, it was just huge and enormous for me. It was like, I can now do anything.
This is how I serve my country. By showing that we're capable. By showing that we can have joyful moments, exciting moments, achievements.
To the top, it was, that's good, but shit, we have a bigger one incoming.
Big guy, yeah. Everest, of course, is the biggest mountain in the world, but because of the shape of the Earth, the equator is bigger. So the farthest point from the Earth, it will be Chimborazo.
The weather promises to cooperate. The mountain looks scary, but not as scary as we are. You're gonna see us in 24 hours coming down, half summited. Woohoo!
Chimborazo was something else. It was very intimidating. That mountain was just in front of me and it was just bigger than me. Much bigger than what I have expected.
I don't know, today, not my day. Let's get to camp, eat something and rest a bit.
Okay. JL, how are you?
Could have been better. We're pushing through. It's just a pile of rock and ice.
That's true.
We started the the first 1 hour or 2 hours to get to base camp, and then we got there, and it's not a base camp nor a refuge.
It was like 2 dome tents, half covered with snow.
Go in.
One is the kitchen, the other one is where we're gonna sleep.
We went inside, we laid our stuff. It was directly time for dinner, and it was chaos. It was chaotic inside that tent. We were like 20 people maybe. I couldn't find my stuff. It was just a mess.
They tell you the toilet is up there, but there's nothing. Literally, it's just like 2 snow and green, I don't know. That's it.
From here, we start to make the traverse I explained you before, okay? We need to take a lot of precaution there. And the mountain guys, we start to going up and we check how is the snow conditions and depend how is the weather conditions too. And depend of that, we start to going up. Like we explained yours in a hotel in Andalusia, the more important is just your security, okay? And confidence with yourself, just that. Yeah, the rest of the stuff, can you live in a tent? It's really safety. If everything is okay, when we arrive to the summit, depending on the weather conditions, can we stay there about 10, 20 minutes, and after coming down. Same like Cotopaxi. For coming down, I understand the people feel tired, but we need coming down. Push for coming down, please. Because when the sun is coming, the snow is too soft and it's too complicated. People start to slide down.
It was freezing. It was so cold. And then, we were told that we're all going to sleep in the same tent, so I thought we're going to warm up, but that was not the case.
And we just had to sleep for 2 hours and then wake up and start summiting. So it was a lot.
I was so reluctant to leave the tent. It was dark, windy. We're in the middle of nowhere, nothing. I was very nervous, honestly.
I started with a negative vibe.
At the beginning, things were okay. I felt like, yes, we can do this. Yes. It's tough, it's difficult, but we've got this.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I'm feeling good today.
We were walking on that, you cannot call it a ridge, it was like an inclination, and all you can do is put your step on the ice, and that ice is as big as your crampon. And I slipped. The guide comes and tell me, if you slip again, you're out. And then I really realized how bad it was. I'm a 100 kg guy. If I slip, I'm gonna take both of them down with me.
The first hour and a half, maybe 2 hours that we hiked next to the Castillo, it was fine because we didn't have wind at all. So when we summited the Castillo and we were at the edge, before the 5,700, we start suffering the wind.
It was that kind of wind that you know that there's a storm coming.
As we were going up, I had these huge, really cool looking goggles that kept accumulating frost on them, and I just could not see. And the fact that I could not see got to me.
We kept pushing, and then Anthony gave up. I felt so bad when Anthony gave up. And I started telling him, Anthony, are you sure?
I felt that it wasn't my night. I felt that this is not worth. I was 100% convinced that it was for the safety of others and my own safety. So I decided I wanted to be out.
At that point, we changed the ropes. I was with Nada, and then I was roped to John-Louis. And we were pushing, and when I was roped to John-Louis, I was like, John-Louis, there's no way back. We're going to the summit.
But then it kept on getting worse in terms of the conditions. It was crazy.
Our clothes were covered with ice. Everything is frozen.
It was really cold. and it was not just wind, it was as if we were being hit by 10,000 icy needles.
It's so cold. Look at this. Look at my clothes.
In Chimborazo, like is very risky to push there, and you need that energy to coming down. So it's not just about summiting; it's also about going down.
Turning back was never an option for me. We got to a point where it was the only course of action.
Honestly, I'm proud of that decision. It was a good decision.
It was obviously a letdown. Every time I think someone's going to mention Chimborazo, it's going to eat me up alive that we didn't summit it this time. But equally, on the other end, you just have to be proud that it was a really honest shot.
On reflection, you know, there are people that I call friends that I've known for a long time, but I think these people are more important to me now, these people that I've met on this trip, than people that I've known.
It's just heartwarming, you know, to see just people live up to their potential, just go after, get out of their comfort zone, go after what they're meant to do and what they know they can do.
I remembered the being part. Just being in those mountains, you know, disconnected. This is pure therapy. This is just being there, breathing the air that is there, eating the food. Unconsciously, this is what I didn't know that I was doing on mountains. Mountains had taught me to be.
I find myself in the mountain. I like the freedom. I like the fact that my eyes do not hit anything. I just look at the sky and nothing else.
I'd like to attempt mountains that would give me the lessons and not the title. I want to take those mountains to help me be who I want to be, and with that passion, you inspire others without even knowing it.
The first part is seeing yourself doing it, believing you can do it, and we're not superheroes. We just take this energy and have it burn inside of us.
Yeah, but I think that's what mountains do to you. Do you know what I mean? I think you go to a mountain for a reason, to climb a mountain for a reason, and you know, if I can stand on top of that summit, that made me realise that, you know, life will be okay, and that I am capable of doing anything mentally and physically.